Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome, Teresa. Thank you again for joining. Your experience and expertise is invaluable, so thank you so much. Just as an overview, so much goodness in June that I am overwhelmed by doTERRA's generosity. So let's start with just some cool stuff that's other deals beside the big guns, okay? So during this month of June, they've extended it so that if you help someone get a doTERRA account, they get 20% off a qualifying order, and whatever they order, you get 20% thank you check from doTERRA. So text me for the details if you need assistance, all right? Um, Also, if you haven't ordered in 12 months or so, reach out to me because I have savings for you that are amazing, and you could qualify for all the discounts and goodies of a new customer because doTERRA wants to treat existing customers as special, if not more special, than new customers. What a change. I wish Comcast or AT&T did that, right? So anyway, if here's a little just the how you do this. If you order 125 PV on your rewards order by the 15th, you get a free 5 ml, let me grab mine, bottle of frankincense. Okay. I happen to have a 5 ml to show you. Okay. And I always put the stickers on top because they all look the same, right? So you get a free 5 ml bottle of frankincense that's a $43 and some odd cents value, okay? Wholesale value. Or if you order any of the foundational wellness bundles anytime during the month, you also get this. That's a $40 bottle of wine for doTERRA saying thank you, okay? Then we can also get free rose this month. All right. This is, I mean, the queen of oils. Unbelievable. All right. So, how do you get it? First of all, this is a $72 roller. Okay.
Wow.
Rose is so precious that it takes, and I'm reading from Essential Life book, it takes 12,000 rose blossoms. So that's each blossom has tons of petals to make one of the 5 ml bottles of rose. And I think last I checked, that 5 ml bottle was $275. So we're getting the rose touch, which just means it's pre-diluted for free. Okay. So you get that by doing a 200 point value, product value, whatever you want to call it, order, no matter what kind of order it is. So that means new people can do it too. And those people who haven't ordered in a year, I've got a trick so that we can get you that also and all of the rest of the goodies and the 20% off. So there's another thing because doTERRA wants you to get back, as we say, on the wagon. Okay. There's a lot of people out there that were on rewards, that were using our products regularly and then just fell off the wagon, stopped ordering. If you're one of those people that stopped ordering on rewards, even if you order occasionally still, doTERRA is giving you back your reward status. So that means if you were at 20% back in rewards, 30% back in rewards, all you have to do is put in a 50 PV order. And then boom, you're reinstated. Isn't that cool, Teresa? You're reinstated back to your same point percentage. Okay. No
That's amazing.
restarting, no penalties. Just pick up where you left off. Okay. The other thing, and I'm going to dive into these a little more, that we can get, and we got this in a couple of others, I think at least one other summer, is Endless Summer. It's the Sunshine Blend. All right. This
Oh,
blend is so good that you're going to want to put some of this in a 1 ounce sprayer, like maybe 20 drops, 1 ounce sprayer, shake it up and use it as a personal fragrance. I love it for that. Okay. It's
Or,
pre-diluted. You could put it right on also. It's beautiful. They've,
or in the lotion.
it's what?
What about in the lotion?
You can, oh, brilliant. Yes, you can add it to your lotion and then just apply it. Wouldn't that be lovely?
Yes.
That would be really lovely. Here's another thing, but wait, there's more. You can order it, and mine is dark, okay, but there's a light version of this Pilot Diffuser that you can order these two together. Now, why do we like this Pilot Diffuser? It's rechargeable. It fits right in your cup holder in your car.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And this particular one, I have it plugged in. I mean, I have the cord plugged in. You can see there's that little hole.
Okay.
And so I plug mine in. I have the cord plugged in, so if I need to, I can just plug it right in the USB.
Oh,
I mean, it's fabulous. It really is. And it puts out a nice amount. All right. So it'll be a light version. You can see it in your doTERRA account, and you can get it with the Endless Summer. But wait, there's more. They've made an Endless Summer hair and body mist. Now, we in this team, we kind of DIY it, even though we're not necessarily Martha Stewart, all right? But they have made one that I have talked to people who have used it and they said it was exquisite. Okay. So, always a reminder, be sure and use your reward points that you've earned. I mean, that's why we love the loyalty reward program. Okay. But they expire after you've had them for 12 months. So it's use them or lose them at that point. Okay. And that's from the earn date. All right. So for those who are watching this on YouTube, and if you want to join in, I'm going to post a link for you to join into our Zoom. Some people are not on Facebook, so they don't see the link. Some people are not on our team, maybe, and don't see the link. So the other thing is this 200 PV month is a time to stock up, of course. I'll be buying laundry detergent. I'll be getting our supplements and oils that we're going to use when we travel to South Dakota. It's a great time to stock up because you can get up to 4 Rose Touch. Okay, so that's 4 200 PV orders. If you haven't tried
wow.
our VMG or our LLV, those are our daily supplements. So either the green drink or the capsules, whatever your preference. If you haven't tried them, this is a great time to try them because everything in doTERRA is guaranteed, unlike the health food store or GNC or whatever. Okay, so if you try our green drink and it doesn't improve how you feel, same with our lifelong vitality, the capsules, you can return it and get your money back. Okay, that's how doTERRA rolls. So take it for a test drive. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. So call me or the person that helped you with your account. Something like that we can help you with. All right. So let me dive into why I love Rose. All right. Um, 3 things that I think of when I think of Rose are infection, cardiac issues, and skin. Okay. I think of infection because one of our founders, and I've told this story before, had a party where she had a bouncy house and the kids got a flesh-eating bacteria, MRSA, okay, from the bouncy house, and she treated the children, even one that had the bacteria in their eye. She treated it with rose, tea tree, and our On Guard soft gels. Boom, done. Remember, we don't put things in our oils in the eye. Okay. I had a sty forming in my eye. It's still a little bit red. You can see it here, but not, there's no bump, no nothing. What did I do? I put tea tree diluted. First I tried undiluted. It was a little, it was a little much. Okay. And then I put rose, and alternated them. And by the next morning, it was gone. T, I know you were doing something and I wanted to ask you. Tell me what happened to you when you skipped taking your VMG, your green drink.
I realized I was getting tired in the afternoon. Or the other way around, I was getting tired in the afternoons. And I mean, to the point where, oh, I feel like I have to go relax for a little bit. And you know me, I do a lot.
Right, you do. You're active.
Yes, yes, get up, take care of the animals. So I'm busy. I
Right,
would just be so tired in the afternoon. And then we were talking, and I'm like, oh, well, I wasn't consistently taking my VMG. I get up, I get busy, I get doing things, and then I
right.
would forget to take it. So
Yeah.
now that's the first thing I do. And I, what a difference. I can tell a difference in my energy level.
Oh, cool.
I just feel
Cool.
so much better. But speaking of which, and I just ran out to the mailbox and I got my collagen came
Yay.
today.
Yay.
So,
That's awesome. See, that's another thing that people have to understand. And I'm glad you have that, and that's our MetaPower Advantage, which really is our collagen with NMN. Okay.
yes,
So Teresa's going to try it. She had not been on that before. Okay. No risk trying it because if it isn't for you, doTERRA guarantees it. Okay. Um, and that's another thing you can add on to your foundational wellness and you get a little discount. Okay. Or
right,
if you're not doing the foundational wellness, just try and buy it like Teresa's doing and give it a whirl, see how you like it. If
right.
I could afford it, I would do two of those a day of those collagen. It's that good.
Real,
Yeah.
really. Well,
Yeah.
and it was on sale because I looked at the price, debated on whether do I buy it on sale or do I wait until June
Right.
because of the uh,
That
of
20% off.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then plus also with even with the 20% off, and then all of, with the frankincense and the rose, if I
Right.
get my order up to 200, but I have other things I needed to order anyway. So
Perfect. Oh, that's
I
brilliant.
think I'll
That's
be good.
great.
Yeah.
We like to do the math.
Yes.
So that's cool. So Rose, okay. When you look in, we love the Essential Life book. All right. When you look in the Essential Life book, you'll see a myriad of things that Rose does. Every day, I told you three things I really look to it for: infection, cardiac, and skin. So every day, and I fell off the wagon because it's expensive, okay, but we're getting it for free now. So I was doing it every couple of days. I would roll this around after I wash my face or come out of the shower and put on the hydrating cream. All right. It's already diluted, so I had no problem with that. It's great for those fine lines and wrinkles. Okay. It's great for what we all want to do is we want to keep our skin as youthful for as long as possible, right? So I don't mind aging. I just want to age with energy and vitality. And so that's the thing I noticed when I started using Rose was it at frankincense, and I'll talk about it in a moment, reduced the scars on my face. When I
Oh,
started using Rose, which was sometime after, it even reduced it further. Okay. So scars I had from when I was 9 in a car accident. You'd think old scars you can't do anything with. No, no, Nanette. You can. Okay.
hmm.
So what the book talks about is bacterial infections, MRSA, staph, poison oak, things like that. I love to put Rose over my heart. Another thing I learned from one of our founders, when she goes out into the public, she puts Rose over her heart because it opens up her heart to others, to give to others, but also to receive from others. And I don't know about other people, but I've compartmentalized my emotions so much over my career in criminal defense that opening up the heart is really a special thing. And so I like doing that. Um, Depression. things like that, anxiety, grief, when you're feeling heartbroken or lonely. But the cardiac issues are amazing. Okay. So you can use it for a ton of different heart issues, even palpitations. A dear friend who comes in our group, her name is Deb Rose. Her husband goes into AFib, and she had him, rather than going to the hospital, it wasn't that bad, just started, she had him rolling the rose over her chest, and the heart, what is it called, Teresa, when it reset?
Cardioverts.
Cardiovert. Yeah. So it went back to a normal state,
Rhythm.
rhythm. Thank you. And this is an amazing oil. If you know people who are going in the age where they're doing childbirth or have baby blues, things like that, or rose is what you're going to use it for.
Oh,
It's really good when if people are struggling with irregular menstruation or ovulation to roll it over the lower abdomen. I love it with jasmine and or neroli for a perfume. It's very helpful for prostate health by applying it to the navel because we have belly button oiling and all of that, or on the feet. So, seizures, it's great for brain health and nerve issues. It's just an all-around incredible oil. Aromatically, and you can use it aromatically and topically, okay, when you are feeling isolated. So, in the Essential Emotions book, which is, pardon my tag things, Essential Emotions, and I have the 12th edition, it talks about rose, and it is one that helps us to heal. Okay. And I don't know about anyone else, but post 2020, our world to me has changed and not necessarily for the better. And so I'm not out doing the things that I used to do. I'm back out doing a lot, but not the same intensity as it used to be. And I feel a little isolated and I feel a little lack of companionship with the world, wounded a bit, and sad about that. Rose helps with that. And rose is just a super oil. When you get rose, what do you think you're going to use it for first, Teresa?
probably add to my facial cream.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'll probably do that first.
yeah.
Um, but and or my arms and or
Right.
because
Well,
I'm still that rash I told you about.
there you
It's
go. Yeah,
better. The tea
yeah.
tree has helped. But so it's going away. But
And the rose will really help,
yes,
and especially if you have any scarring or discoloration from that rash.
yes.
Yeah, yeah. That's very cool. I think it's just an amazing oil. It helps also with, I used to have those fine capillaries, those little, you could see around in my face, and to some degree rosacea. So I would have redness and blotching. Not anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, really good for that. So yeah, I mean, it's a wonderful, wonderful oil. All right, switching gears. Frankincense. Okay. When I got my kit, which was the Home Essentials, top 10 full-size bottles with a diffuser. By the way, anybody can buy that kit. We can get those discounted kits once a month. Okay. So
Oh,
that's one thing to think about. Um, when the first time I used frankincense was with my face cream, like Teresa's talking about. And I put some face cream in my hand, and I wasn't using the doTERRA hydrating cream. I was just using off the shelf face cream. Okay. Even better now. But I put some face cream in my hand, put a drop of frankincense, shmooed it around, put it on my face, And I did that before I went to bed, very first time. I woke up in the morning and my face felt different. It felt like it wasn't dry. It felt like it wasn't tired morning skin, if you know what I mean. Just that where you get up in the morning sometimes and feel like you want to splash some water on your face.
Hmm.
Um, and so I kept doing it. And after a few days, I noticed the fine lines around crow's feet and under my eyes and around my lips and stuff were going away. They were reduced already. And that's just a few days. Um, I mean, they weren't gone, but they were starting to reduce. After a few months, my scars became less visible. And like I said with the rose, the blotchiness of my skin on my face started to clear up. Amazing. Okay. So, frankincense, the things I use frankincense for, and you're on deck, Teresa, with your favorite things, is anti-cancer.
Hmm.
Big one. Taking it internally every day, whether you do a drop in your mouth, under your tongue, whether you do it in your oil shot like I do. And I personally take 2 drops every day. Okay. I give it to our dogs for anti-cancer. All right. When I first started working with people and their pets, I learned about and did it myself a treatment for a dog that had a tumor. All right. This tumor happened to be malignant, but it doesn't matter whether it's malignant or benign. And we put oils on this tumor 3, 4 times a day, including frankincense, and the tumor shrunk. I was I was blown away. Okay, the veterinarians were blown away. Um, when our dog Jack, he had been exposed with me to the hazardous material, and he had a grand mal seizure. And I'm looking in the book really quick. What do I do? What do I do? You know, I have a trauma book for dogs. There was nothing in there. And I said, oh, and I ran and got my bottle of frankincense. I opened it up, put it under his nose. Tom was holding him so he could breathe, and the seizure stopped. You can YouTube it. There's videos of people. You have to do YouTube, doTERRA frankincense seizures. There's strangers who come up to one other people on the street that are having a seizure and put frankincense under their nose, and the seizure stops. This is a powerful oil, okay? If you happen to be a religious person, there's frankincense is in every religion. It is an oil that goes back forever. Okay. So for skin, for cancer, I love to use it. For skin, I love to use frankincense. Okay. And I love to use frankincense for the mental aspect, for clarity, for relief from anxiety and depression, for those kinds of things. What about you, Teresa?
My first go-to when I think of frankincense is flute. And I always
Oh, brilliant.
go back to that.
Yes.
Although my ear has been good, but um,
So frankincense, for people who don't know, flute,
frankincense,
Floot.
lemon, on guard, oregano, um,
Tea
tea
tree.
tree,
Yeah,
which some people do or don't,
yeah,
thyme.
yeah, yeah.
So
And it's frankincense, lemon, on guard, oregano, tea tree, and you can add thyme, and you can use it in so many ways. Make a roller, do an oil shot. It's our go-to when things aren't feeling well and to
right.
boost immune. Love that.
Yeah.
Brilliant. What else?
Um, that's my main. What else? Other than just using it, hmm, that's primarily what I use it for.
Okay. Okay. Do you have it in your skincare routine?
I haven't, but I'm going to add it.
Yeah. There you go. A little drop does a lot. Okay. So, and I know some people that just open the bottle, put their hand here, just kind of go like that to wet their hand and put their cream on. Our oils are so potent, it doesn't take a lot.
Right.
Okay. Um, the other thing that I really love about frankincense is it'll do some really cool stuff. Like the tumor stuff is amazing, but also you can dilute it with oregano to remove warts. Be careful about the skin around, okay? Because the oregano is so hot. Um, when you're working on cancers, you want to apply it topically multiple times in a day and take it internally, okay? And if anybody has that need, we can talk about it. People who get migraines, okay? Everybody's different. Frankincense is one of the go-to oils for migraines. So you would take your frankincense, open it up, go like this, wet your thumb, put it on the roof of your mouth, hold it there. Okay. Sometimes what people do with frankincense is, let's say your migraine is right here. They would take frankincense, just barely wet their fingers and apply it right here. Okay. For some people, it's peppermint. For some people, it's lavender. It just depends on the person, their chemistry, and the migraines. Frankincense is amazing for brain issues, Alzheimer's, brain
Mm.
injuries. Things like that, dementia. So you want the people to take it internally and use it topically, and you want to diffuse it. All three ways, getting it in them. Um, Frankincense is one of our oils that helps our cells do what they're supposed to do. So what does that mean? Apoptosis. So when your body gets rid, did I pronounce that all right? I don't know.
Yeah.
When your body gets rid of the dead or damaged cells. When we don't get rid of the dead or damaged cells, that's one of the ways that some bad stuff can happen. So frankincense helps us get rid of that. The other thing in the looping back to the brain stuff, the other thing is that if someone has Parkinson's, it's really good to put it on the reflex points and diffuse frankincense. Um, so the scars and stretch marks, some people have stretch marks from being pregnant. All right, try your frankincense and you can add myrrh. Myrrh is really good for that too. Back pain, some people use it for. Autoimmune disease, believe it or not. Okay, so people are using it for that, applying it topically, taking it internally. Also coughs, congestion, and all of that. So sore throat, apply with rosemary and peppermint if your throat or your chest is sore. Frankincense is amazing. I refill my friend. I have a frankincense roller. Love the label from doTERRA. Okay. So what I do is I'll refill from the frankincense bottle. Just put 20 drops in, top it off with coconut oil. Um, and it's much, much cheaper than buying the frankincense oil roller, which is diluted from doTERRA. That's $52. Okay. So with the freebie, it's about 85 or so drops in here. You can make four rollers from that. So that's pretty cool. Some people use the frankincense roller on their face instead of putting it in the cream. I do sometimes. And then instead of coconut oil putting in here, I use jojoba oil. It's just my face skin likes it better. It's an ester, so it's nutritious to your skin. Um, so that's, and here are my notes, a $43.50 bottle of oil that you're getting for free. If you're not on rewards, give it a test drive. You got nothing to lose, right? I mean,
Right.
you can cancel out anytime. There's nobody that's holding you to it like some of those other companies, okay? Um, so frankincense free, rose free. Frankincense with your reward order, rose with up to four 200 PV orders. And you could, it says per order, but you can do multiple orders if you want. So if you had an order that was 400 PV, you'd get two rows. if you had a 200 PV order, you get one, and then maybe later in the month you go, wait a minute, I really could stock up on things like laundry detergent and skincare and all of that. Some maybe oils that you need for something that came up. You can run another one. Okay. Any problems, reach out, I'll help you out. Um, Endless Summer. It is really a good um blend. I mean, it's doTERRA doesn't do blends just to do them. doTERRA blends they're really exquisite. They're really on point. Think about our Serenity and our Breathe. They're really intentional. So, Endless Summer, not only does it smell beautiful, but you can use it for alleviating nausea. You can use it as part of your sleep routine with lavender maybe in your diffuser. You could use a few drops and use it as part of your cleaning routine, and your house smells good. Um, because of the oils that are in it. And I'm going to read you the oils that are in it. Wild orange, grapefruit, coconut extract. There's also coconut oil in there because it's diluted. Siam wood, which we can't get. Eucalyptus, bergamot, green mandarin, labdanum extract, which we can't get. Jasmine sambuc extract. Our jasmine is we can get, okay. Frankincense, palmarosa, we can't get that regularly. Sandalwood, osmanthus, manuka, which we can't get regularly. Litsi, which is an incredible antibacterial. If you ever have a chance to get pure Litsi, when doTERRA has it on specials, get it, okay? And tonka bean extract. So they describe it as citrus floral sweet. I don't think it's that sweet. I think it's more citrusy. Okay. So you can use it for pain relief. Let's say you want to make a lotion, like Teresa was saying. Mix it with a little lotion and rub it on that sore shoulder. PMS. It's even can be used to help repel bugs. So you would think with the floral and the sweeter citrusy that the bugs would be attracted. No, they're not. And then I was thinking, I don't know what tonka bean is. Do
I've
you?
never heard of no, I've
Okay.
never heard of tonka bean.
So I looked it up, okay? So tonka being like Tonka trucks and whatever, Tonka, fragrant seed from the tonka tree, which is native to South America. It has a sweet and warm aroma that is often described as a combination of vanilla, almond, and cinnamon. When tonka bean is burnt, it releases a rich and complex aroma that is both comforting and sensual. So diffusing it in this blend is really, really good. So that I think is there are people who buy this out of stock totally. That's why they put four per account, not just per order, four
Oh,
per
for
account. Okay, because people buy it out so fast. So for it's for $34 for the 15 mil. If you want to get it with the Pilot Diffuser, which is a light colored one, those together are $60. Again, limit four. And then if you want it in the hair and body mist, that's 29.50. So, just as an FYI, they still have inventory of the Rose Hydrosol and the Mother's Day Trio and the Shinrin Yoku products. Um, so I'm surprised that the Rose Hydrosol still has some left. Um, Something on your mind, questions, things you want are thinking about.
no, I want to go into my account and look and see. I've got my list going. So
Right,
I've been
right,
keeping a running list so that, because I was excited to, get some of the rose oil.
right, right.
So, yeah, I've got to go online and do that. But No, and I'm excited to try my
Oh, your advantage. Now,
Advantage. Yeah, the MetaPower Advantage.
pro tip, we used to mix it up like with our electrolytes and then sip it.
Okay.
We called it power punch. No, 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 we were doing it wrong. Okay, it tasted great, but we were doing it not as effectively. So what you want to do is mix that with a cup or so of water and mix it up good and then just drink it down.
Okay.
It wants to be mixed and then drank for the most effectiveness of the ingredients.
And you said drink it earlier in the day rather than later in the
I
day.
do. Yeah, I drink mine at probably mid-morning, mid to late morning. I find if I drink mine in the afternoon or evening, it gives me energy and it keeps me up. Everybody's different. Some people take theirs late at night because it relaxes them.
Okay.
So you're going to have to figure out how it
Yeah.
works with you, okay? But our collagen, which is so different because it's not only marine based, but it has NMN in it and other things, is so much better than anything else that I'm really impressed with it. I also I you can when you go on to the website, you can scroll down in any of the products and you'll see the what's called PIP, product information page, okay? And I printed up the one on the hair and body mist because I didn't know anything about it. But these are available for every product doTERRA has. So you scroll down on that products page and you'll find them. And this tells me that the ingredients in this include everything that's in, of course, the oils that are in the Endless Summer, okay? But it's also got, water and things like that in it. And some other, there's a, trying to see what I had seen earlier. Um, it's really just quite a wee bit of alcohol in there. And there's triethyl citrate is in there, and water and polycitronelloid, whatever that is. So these are things that are going to be good for your hair and for your body and help to hold it on you and make it smell good. So I love those. I'm just so impressed that doTERRA wants to be this generous. When you buy stuff from another company, they may throw in a freebie when you first buy something, but after that, you're just taken for granted. And doTERRA does not take us for granted. So I really, really appreciate that. Um, so that's all I wanted to say. I'm just thrilled about the rose, and I'm thrilled about the frankincense. Um, doTERRA is very generous with these product of the month. So with our rewards program, not only can qualify for product of the month, but you can qualify for free shipping. You get 10 to 30% back in points or dollars to spend later. So what does that mean? Let me put my math cap on, okay? If there's a retail price, when we are buying wholesale, we're buying for 25% off retail, okay? So now, if we use the rewards program, when we first start, you're getting 10% back in rewards. So that brings it up to 35% off retail, right?
Right.
As you continue, and it takes a year if you do it, continuous ordering 50 PV or more each month. You work up in increments of 5%, so 10 to 15 to 20 to 25 to 30% back. So if you're getting 25% off retail for your wholesale. Now you add 30 on, so you're getting 55% off retail,
Yeah.
the net. Okay. So when I'm buying a product, let's say I'm buying the Endless Summer, I'm getting 30% back in my account to spend later on something else that I want or that our household needs. Um, so many people save their points and they buy something bigger, like a helichrysum or a rose. Okay. Um, but just remember to use your points. There's a $3 redemption fee when you use your points. So don't just buy a bottle of lemon. That's
Right.
the math doesn't work, right?
Right.
Save your points and and buy stuff in groups or a bigger item. So cool. I am thrilled. Any questions, reach out. Okay, I had somebody call me today and started the phone call by saying, "I'm so sorry for bothering you." You're not bothering me. I do this because I love it. It brings me joy. Okay, so um, those of you who haven't ordered in a year, hit me up. I'll get you a ton of free stuff. Okay. Anyone who's new, if you want to help a friend or family, I'll help you help them. doTERRA will give you 20%. They'll give them 20% off. I mean, it's crazy. Um, and those of you who are on our rewards program and want to get back at it, you can do that. Just place a 50 PV order and boom, you're reinstated. If you were at 30 before, you don't have to work your way up again. So that's
Wow.
very generous. Yeah, just in
Good.
June, as far as we know. We're asking them to extend it forever, but you know, right? Well, Teresa, as always, thank you for joining. Any other final thoughts or things?
No, nothing I can think of.
Good, good, wonderful. All right, everybody. Teresa, you take care. Uh,
Thank
we're
you.
we're deployed tomorrow, so I will be with you tomorrow, which will be a pleasure.
Thank you.
Um,
It'll be a
yep.
good day.
Yeah, it will be a good day. And everybody else, love you guys. Happy oiling and hit me up with questions or anything that you need. All right. Take good care.
Thanks, Rainey.
Thank you, Teresa.